Yo, what's going on, my trailblazing nation? Welcome to the late night edition of a My Hero Academia review. I am here with a man who needs no introduction. If you have watched any one of these, you know that he is here with me, Taylor with Taylor Made Otaku. Say what's good.
What's good, Trailblazers? It's great to be here.
Yes, and we're here talking about the anime exclusive filler episode. I mean, you can call it filler, you can call it whatever you want. But the anime exclusive episode this week of My Hero Academia, it was actually 2/3 Tsuyu, which Cuz really liked, because he enjoys Tsuyu. Tsuyu's his favorite character. Don't know if anyone knew that.
Hashtag Bay.
So send him some Tsuyu fan art and he'll love you forever. So this episode was actually, it's actually not a super eventful episode. We get a little bit more character out of Tsuyu, which is really cool. But basically, the episode is pretty much Izuku, which is my son, if you do not know. He's just recovering, and he's pretty much thinking, he's like, oh, I wonder what everybody else is up to. We do briefly kind of see what everyone else is kind of up to. Best Genist is still making Bakugo's life a living hell. He's still wearing jeans. He's got Bakugo in jeans, and his hair is still like tamed. So he's dealing with that. Ochako is learning some defensive strategies from the gun guy that has the cute accent, or he talks in a cute way, whatever. We see Jiro helping out with Death Goro. That was really cool to see. And Kirishima was still with the boss mafia looking dude. And everyone's pretty much doing their thing. Oh, and Momo and Kendo are with the glamour hero. I feel like that's the weirdest week for them, but anyway, but that's all besides the point. This episode pretty much has to do with Tsuyu and her internship, because pretty much, long story short, Tsuyu is kind of with, like, because of her powers, she's a frog, so basically more aquatic things would be more her speed. That's what she would have the definite advantage in. So she is with, like, this water, like, eco, habitat kind of friendly hero agency, and she meets up with, I forget her name, but she's the girl with, like, the supersonic hearing quirk, and then the actual pro hero there is the guy who's like a sea otter. He's really cool. He thinks he's cute. I mean, Tsuyu thinks he's cute. Weird. She's the only one. It's weird. It's just weird. But Tsuyu's kind of a weird person, so it's whatever. This whole episode pretty much deals with just kind of like her character, and her, like, learning to just kind of, like, people, we all have our own jobs to do. And we kind of need to see those jobs out to the end, because there's a method to, there's kind of like a method to things, or a method to the madness, is what a lot of people like to say, as far as just that goes. So basically, Tsuyu's been there for, like, half the week or whatever, the whole week, depending on how much time has passed in this episode. And she's just been swabbing the poop deck, hashtag poop deck, because it's late at night, and I for some odd reason, poop deck is funny. But basically, she's like, man, nothing's happened. I really want something exciting to happen, and she pretty much gets what she wants, because there's like stowaways. There's the otter guy figures out that there are stowaways, so there are people that that kind of need their help. So they pretty much jump into action from there on. So they're, like, investigating ships and stuff, and they pretty much are like, oh, open up this latch. If there's if you guys are good, just open up this latch, and you guys can be about your way. Basically, the sea otter guy, and his kind of other compadres get captured, and the first thing Tsuyu is like, hey, we need to go save these people. And she's like, no, we pretty much have a place. So they end up, and she was really adamant about that, because we all know Tsuyu speaks her mind. So one of her better qualities, if you ask me. But it pretty much comes down to the point where they're pretty much dealing with this villain, this squid-like villain, and it pretty much comes down to the boiling point where she has to choose, like, do I do what I feel is right, or do I do my role, or do I play my role and do I do my job, which she ends up ultimately deciding to play the part that she was, that she's supposed to play, and everything does still work out, and it work out in the end, and it even ends off on, on the sea otter hero. I cannot remember his name. I'm gonna remember it after this video is edited when I'm fully awake, but it pretty much ends up on them just kind of like recognizing Tsuyu's strengths, and just like he was like, yo, she's gonna be an amazing hero. She doesn't even have her license yet, and I'm already letting you know that she's going to be a great hero. And it pretty much just ends off on a really nice note for her. And she pretty much learns a little bit more as working as a team and just kind of cooperating with people. So all in all, that's pretty much the episode in a nutshell. Because did you have any thoughts, or how did you feel about this episode? I know you loved it because it was Tsuyu, but just how did you feel?
The episode was cool. It's one of those episodes that's like, okay, all the hell that broke loose is now over, so let's calm down. It kind of makes up for all the lack of screen time of the other characters. Like with Bakugo, Ochako, they came up every now and again, but Tsuyu came up once.
Yeah.
She's the only one who barely came up at all. I mean, besides what's his name, Mineta.
Yeah.
With Mount Lady, and she's just making him work while she does nothing.
Yeah.
That's other than him, she got a lot less screen time, and in my personal opinion, she is best girl. I mean, second would be Mount Lady, and then Ochako, maybe Ochako. I don't know. That announcer for the games, she was pretty hot. I don't know. I'm getting off topic, but the one thing that I like about this show is that it can make every single episode maybe not the most action-packed or the most story-driven, but enjoyable, which is probably the most important thing that an anime has to do. It has to be enjoyable
to watch. Yeah. I mean, a great story, a great characters, animation, all that can be absolutely trumped if the show is enjoyable. It's like Ballroom. The animation, it's not perfect. It's not great. It's a little bit below decent, but it's still watchable. But it's the story, the characters, and the overall enjoyment that you have is why I keep going back to it. But I'll say that for some other time. But, no, you're good, man.
But let's see what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see.
Exactly.
What were we gonna say?
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. No, I was gonna say I get 110% where you're coming from, because me and you were talking about this off screen, but we were talking about, and I was talking to you about, because I'm a follower of the series for people who are tuning in for the first time or listening to this for the first time. I do read the manga, and I've been reading the manga for a very long time. I think I'm up on almost 2 years now, but that's all besides the point. The point is 2 years, maybe 2.5. I don't know why I keep going back to that. Anywho, basically what I'm saying is, one thing I have noticed about this series that other shonens struggle to do, especially shonens that have very sizable rosters, it's hard to get character development in for everybody, but I feel like My Hero Academia does work, has this super nice balance of being able to shift the lens to any other character any other time they want. I mean, we all know Izuku is the main character, but I feel like it feels like Izuku's the main character, and I feel like the rest of the class is like side characters, but they still get a lot of a lot of spotlight. As you know, I'm not trying to spoil anything, but as we go down in the series, more characters will have a lot more story development and more character development, and it's one of the strongest points of My Hero. I think that's why a lot of people like My Hero, because you can actually be like, oh, I like this character for this X amount of reasons, because they actually flesh a lot of the characters out, so you have a good idea of who these characters are. But that's pretty much just our thoughts in a nutshell. Did you have anything else left you wanted to say, cuz?
Tsuyu Bae.
Tsuyu is Bae. Tsuyu is 100% Bae. Hashtag Tsuyu is Bae in the comments section below. And also let me know how you felt about this episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? I mean, how did you feel about it in general? Did you think it was good for Tsuyu's character to have this little episode for her? Did you not think you liked it? Did you think it was unnecessary? Did you think the whole episode was unnecessary? I don't care. Put it in the comment section below, because I'm going to probably read most of them. Probably all of them, and then if you hating, whatever. I'm not gonna care, because I'm gonna make another video anyway. Anyway, also do me a huge solid. Go and subscribe and check out Taylor with Taylor Made It Otaku. We talk about Kakeguri and Koide Uso over there. So if you want to keep up with both of us, the best way to do it is subscribe here for My Hero stuff. Subscribe to him. He does a whole bunch of other anime related stuff as well. Subscribe with him, and then you got us all the time. You get the best package. You get the best deal. And guess what? It was for free $99. Anyway, let me stop it with the corny jokes. It is super late, and that's all we got for you guys today. So until next week, guys, peace out.
Peace.